Hello again. Hey, this is Richard Blackstone again, and I got a treat for you. This is our mastermind group. I belong to a mastermind group, and I just really love the concept because if you're trying to improve your life, this is what Napoleon Hill told us all when he wrote. What book did he write? Napoleon Hill.
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich. I'm sure you read it. If you haven't, go on the internet and get it. But he highly recommended having a mastermind group. Every mentor I'd have is in a mastermind group, and so I and Max Fabre got together and says, let's form a mastermind group. And we knew we had the concept that we needed this to to help us all raise up our level of business and also our growth, because one thing we determined early on was that we wanted a spiritually based group that would, in our businesses, we wanted to have a spiritual background so that every business that is in this mastermind is kind of a spiritually based business, so the integrity shows. So I'd like to introduce you to my group. To start with, Catherine, would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your...
My name is Catherine Van Wetter, and I have a master's in social work and am trained in a variety of different healing techniques, such as an NLP practitioner, neuro-linguistic programming. I study with Deepak Chopra and the 7 spiritual laws of success within corporations. Also travel with an Andean priest and learn ritual and the importance of sacred ceremony and ritual. And on top of that, traveled and studied with a variety of indigenous tribes throughout the world, practicing ritual. I'm also trained as a systemic constellation facilitator, which is based on Bert Hellinger's work, and Heart Math, which deals with emotional regulation during this time of emotional de-stress that a lot of folks are experiencing, learning ways to harmonize their systems.
Exactly. I tell you, we've learned so much from Catherine. Her modalities are just... Did you get a feel for that? Do you understand what we're doing here? Max, this is my beautiful Max. This is my co-partner. Max, tell us about your practice, please.
Okay, I'm Max Fabre, and I'm a certified addiction counselor. I started Lifestyle Changes probably about 10 years ago, and we do addiction counseling, transition coaching, and it all leads to spiritual guiding. We're about to introduce a new modality for treating addiction. More to come in July about that. I also started a .com company called Online Wellness Association, and that's to legitimize wellness practitioners online, to make it safe. If you're looking for a wellness practitioner and you see the online seal of approval, that's a credentialed person.
Go online and check out Online Wellness Association. This fantastic thing she put together, and it's going to help all of the internet be more secure and especially practices that help people. So it's fantastic. And there's our newest group member.
I'm Marilyn Rice. I'm the owner of Abby Skincare Solutions. I'm a skincare therapist, a clinical skincare therapist, which means that do serious skin work. I make you beautiful from the inside out. I do a lot of healing work as part of my special. I'm a level 3 Reiki practitioner, and I put that into my practice as well.
All right. Do you see the gist of what we're doing here? And believe me, when we come to our meetings, the thing that we really went for was accountability. Mm-hmm. And this is what masterminding is all about. So every time we have a meeting, which is every 2 weeks, we have set a kind of a goal of what we want to bring to the meeting, and then you be accountable. And it just really, it's just helped tremendously. Believe me, it's helped me amazingly. My growth has just been exponential since we put this thing together. So, and it's fun to come here and feel the energy of this kind of energy. And so I really highly recommend it.
And the one thing I've gotten from it is having the confidence to create a book and to have that out in a month, and to do a CD, and to fully step into the work that I'm doing, to the heart of the matter.
Exactly.
in order to be of service and more readily through walking the books, through CDs. So with great gratitude,
Yes.
we come back and we talk about what we've done.
We do, and every time this happens, we get excited because she comes out with these CDs, a new book, and so we're all expecting it, and so she's kind of got to produce.
Well,
and it happens for all of us.
You do, right? And
Yeah.
that's really the heart of the matter here is the accountability, because
Totally.
we are all very creative people. And I remember that you and I decided to do this because your desk looked like my desk, and that was just piles of great ideas that we have, and we weren't really following through.
Does this ring a bell?
So, being with this group, we're held gently accountable.
Yes.
And I think that's really important. And boy, we've all done such great things in the past year.
It's just amazing.
It's amazing what
Yeah.
we've all done.
Yeah.
And some of the importance, I think, when somebody is considering starting a mastermind group and also joining up with one, is making sure that your values and what your core beliefs are match with the group that you're coming
Yes.
into, so
Yes.
that you're on the same page.
Exactly.
And that gives you more stimulation to be able to support each other.
It's a real support group. We've actually had more people in the group, but some of them didn't align exactly with what we were doing, and that's the way it works. Every mastermind in the group, you will see an evolution like that. So, being with like-minded people is so critical to your growth, and that's what I love about this group. Is everybody's thinking on this higher level, and that's where I want to be.
And during this time with so much change happening, to be in a group where we create hope for each other, we create wonderful creative ideas of how to step up into the world.
Exactly.
And knowing that everyone who steps into a group such as this will create magic.
Yes. Magic.
Yeah.
My name is Richard Blackstone. Blackstone the magician. I'm so appreciative of what's happening here on planet Earth, and because you're listening to this video, you're part of the solution. So really, just so grateful for YouTube and all the other video outlets to raise our consciousness like this. So, any final words?
Yeah. Don't play into the fear of it all. Here we are. We're not playing into any of that fear out there.
Right.
And Marilyn started her
I'm starting up a
practice,
business as
right?
we speak.
Yes.
And I know
Everybody
that
here
we
is
will all
so
be prosperous
yes.
in every facet of our life.
Yes.
And one note on the fear part, too, I believe in some ways if we start to feel it, to let it come up and out instead of pushing it down.
There you
To
go.
give it a word, to give it a feeling, and to
And
honor
then-
it, and then to release it.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we get stuffed up with a lot of feeling and emotion of fear that has nowhere to go.
Yes. Yes. As always, the final word: live in love. Thank you very much. Let's